Hey everyone, it's so good to have you back with us. Seriously, every time we sit down in this cozy little studio, I feel like we're meeting old friends again.
Old friends who never judge us for drinking way too much coffee during recordings.
We are terribly predictable. You with your calm, responsible mug, and me with my chaotic, overfilled cup that I always spill at least once.
Not at least, exactly once, every episode. It's become part of the ritual.
Hey, I haven't spilled anything yet today.
Yet.
Okay, fair. But it's nice, this little routine. And speaking of routines, that's actually what we're talking about today. Daily life. The tiny moments that make up a day. The good, the boring, the funny.
Daily life is underrated, I think. People often want big adventures, but most of our life happens in those regular moments. Waking up, making breakfast, running late because you couldn't find your keys again.
That was one time.
Anastasia, it was yesterday.
Fine, yes. Keys are tricky. They move on their own, I'm convinced.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely haunted keys. Anyway, before we dive deeper, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy natural English conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us keep creating for you.
See? He's the responsible one here. I'd forget half the time.
That's why we balance each other out.
Exactly. So, George, let's start simple. How does your day look? Like, on a normal Tuesday?
Well, a normal Tuesday begins with me trying to figure out why my alarm sounds so aggressive. I swear it becomes louder every week.
That's the universe telling you to get up.
More like the universe yelling at me. But fine, I wake up and then I usually sit at the edge of the bed for a minute or two. You know that moment when your brain is still buffering?
Oh, yes, the please wait loading moment.
Exactly. And then I make breakfast. Something very simple. Toast, eggs, coffee. I like the routine of it. It's a little calm island before the day starts.
That's such a George thing to say, a calm island. Meanwhile, my morning feels like a tornado that's late for another tornado.
I imagine it's something like alarm rings, you jump out of bed, you're already talking to yourself, you're searching for something you left in a mysterious place.
Always, always searching. My day starts with the sentence, "Where did I put that?" And usually also, "Why am I like this?"
Hey, chaos can be charming.
Thanks. I'll put that on a t-shirt. But okay, let's go through a normal day. I wake up and I always need a few minutes to just stretch and feel like a human again. Then I usually go to the kitchen and I stand there thinking, should I make something healthy or just eat whatever is closest?
And what usually wins?
Guilty, whatever is closest.
I guessed.
But then I do my morning check-in with myself, like, okay, what's the plan today? What do we have? I think that helps me feel more grounded. Actually, that's a good expression, to get grounded, like finding stability.
Great expression and very useful. My version of that is checking my calendar and pretending the tasks will magically do themselves.
Spoiler, they don't.
Sadly, no. So after breakfast, I usually start my workday. Emails, planning, meetings. Some days it's busy, some days it's calm. But I try to keep little habits, like taking a short walk in the mid-morning to reset my mind.
That's such a healthy thing, taking a break before you burn out.
Nod. Well, I learned from experience. I used to push myself too hard in the mornings, and by noon I'd feel drained. Now I know it's better to step back early. It's like the expression, to pace yourself.
Yes, very useful for learners. But I love that your day has this soft rhythm. Mine has rhythm too, but it's more like percussion played by a toddler.
But that's why it works. People have different natural tempos. Your day has color, spontaneity, texture.
In crumbs?
And crumbs, yes.
I'm not even going to deny it. But okay, let's talk about the middle of the day. Because for a lot of people, that's where things get chaotic. Work, school, errands, food, phone buzzing, responsibilities everywhere.
I feel attacked.
Not you, just people in general. Like, for example, around midday, I always feel this wave of, okay, I can do everything, followed by a wave of, actually, no, I need a nap.
That's relatable. There's even an expression for that, the midday slump.
Oh, yes. The moment your brain just shuts down for a bit. Like, we're done here.
Exactly. And depending on the day, I either fight it or I listen to it and take a real break. A proper lunch, some quiet time.
See, I admire that because my midday slump is usually like, let's clean the kitchen, let's answer 20 messages, let's reorganize my socks. I get this sudden, chaotic energy.
The productive chaos mode.
Exactly. Another good expression for learners to get things out of the way. I do that a lot around midday. Just handle the little things so they stop screaming at me from my mental to-do list.
Very healthy. And it makes the rest of the day easier.
Sometimes. Sometimes it just makes a bigger mess.
Obviously.
Obviously. But that's normal daily life, right? Not perfect, not glamorous, just humans trying to keep everything together with tape and optimism.
And a good sense of humor.
Always. Humor is essential.
Speaking of essential, afternoon routines. Because I think afternoons say a lot about a person. Some people get super focused, some get sleepy, some get creative.
Oh, I'm definitely the creative type. Afternoon is when ideas start jumping around in my head. It's like my brain wakes up again with this let's go energy.
While mine is more like, let's stay consistent. I use afternoons for things that require calm but steady focus. Editing, writing, planning. No dramatic energy, just flow.
That's so soothing. I need more of that. But afternoons also have one of my favorite expressions to take a breather. Not a full break, just a tiny pause.
Yes, a minute to reset before continuing.
Exactly. I do that all the time, especially when I feel overwhelmed. It's such a little thing, but it helps.
And it's one of the most natural expressions learners can use in real life.
Totally. Oh, and another one for afternoons to lose track of time, because I do that constantly.
All the time.
Hey, I'm improving.
Yes, yes. Now you only lose track of time 3 times a day instead of 5.
That counts as progress.
Anyway, afternoons. They can be productive or they can be surprising. Sometimes something unexpected happens. A phone call, a last-minute task, or just a sudden desire to clean the whole house for no reason.
Oh, that's me. Zero motivation for 2 hours. Then suddenly I'm like, let's reorganize every drawer I've ever owned.
That's called a burst of energy. Very natural expression.
Yes, and it really feels like a burst, like someone pressed a button. But the funny thing is, those bursts always happen when I should be doing something else.
Naturally.
For example, last Thursday, remember I told you I needed to send that important email before noon?
I do.
Well, instead of writing the email, I started cleaning my bathroom tiles with a toothbrush.
That actually sounds like avoiding responsibility on a professional level.
It is a talent, but sometimes daily life pulls you in weird directions, and that's okay. That's real.
Absolutely. And it's also why people need balance. Structure mixed with a little chaos.
Hey, a little.
In your case, maybe more than a little.
Fine, I accept my nature. But speaking of nature, afternoons are when I try to go outside for a moment, even if it's just to step onto the balcony and breathe, to get some fresh air. It really resets my brain.
That's a great point and a super common expression. I do the same. Fresh air is like a soft reboot for the mind.
Exactly. And I love observing people outside. Someone walking their dog, someone on the phone, someone rushing somewhere. It reminds me that everyone has their own little daily story.
That's actually a very comforting thought. Everyone waking up, trying their best, managing their tasks, dealing with small ups and downs.
Yes, daily life connects us. Even if we live differently, there's something universal about a day. Morning energy, afternoon slump, evening calm.
Speaking of evening, should we move into that part of the day?
Oh yes, my favorite.
Mine too. Evenings feel like exhaling after holding your breath.
Beautiful metaphor. And so true. Evenings are when everything slows down. The world becomes softer.
I usually finish work around that time, and I like to immediately change into something comfortable. To switch gears, that's the expression, moving from work mode to relax mode.
Yes, I love that expression because you really feel the switch. Like your body finally says, okay, we can relax now.
Exactly. And then I cook dinner. Slowly, peacefully. Something warm, something simple.
Your cooking always sounds so calming. Meanwhile, my cooking is like a small adventure. You never know what's going to happen.
I've seen your kitchen after cooking.
Okay. Yes, I make creative chaos, but food tastes good, so that's what matters.
And that's why it works. Your cooking has personality.
Thank you. But evenings are also when I try to reflect a bit. Not like a deep philosophical thing, just noticing what happened today, what made me smile, what frustrated me. I think that helps me wind down before bed.
That's a beautiful routine. And wind down is a great expression. Learners should definitely use it.
It means relax slowly, not stop suddenly, but gently.
Exactly. My version of winding down is reading. I sit on the couch, soft light, maybe some tea. It's my favorite part of the day.
Oh, I also have a new evening habit. I've started lighting a candle. It makes everything feel cozy, like a little pocket of calm inside the room.
That sounds lovely. And very you. Warm, emotional, sensory.
Yes, I like things that feel alive. Light, sound, texture, they make me feel present.
Mm-hmm. That's important. Especially in evenings when the world finally stops shouting.
Yes. And after that, I usually talk to my family or send a few messages. Nothing heavy, just checking in. Because I think the evening is the best moment for small, emotional connections.
I agree. Even if it's something simple like, how was your day? Or did you eat? It's comforting.
Exactly. Even simple messages can feel like a warm blanket.
And then bedtime begins. Everyone has their own rituals.
Oh, yes. Mine is chaotic, of course. I brush my teeth while dancing. I check my phone. I remember something important at the last second.
You mean like to double check something?
Yes, I double check everything at night. Windows, phone charger, alarm, sometimes twice or 3 times.
Classic anxiety.
Exactly, but it's fine. It's part of who I am. And then I finally get into bed and feel this wave of peace.
My bedtime is much simpler. Brush teeth, wash face,
stretch a bit, bed. Done.
That is so organized. How?
Routine?
No, seriously, how?
Years of practice. But I also try not to look at my phone right before sleeping, otherwise my brain becomes too active again.
That's true. Evenings shouldn't be about screens, even though I sometimes fail at that role.
Well, you're human.
Thank you. But yes, daily life is full of these little rituals: morning coffee, midday slump, evening calm, and they shape how we feel.
And the key is to be gentle with yourself about it. Some days will feel productive, some messy, some emotional. It's all normal.
Exactly. Daily life isn't about being perfect. It's about finding little moments of joy inside the routine, little breaths of calm.
And sometimes little moments of chaos.
In my case, yes.
But what I like about talking about daily life is that it's something everyone experiences. Regardless of culture, language, background, we all have mornings, afternoons, evenings, and feelings connected to them.
And we all have days when we feel amazing and days when everything feels heavy. But the beauty is in the flow, the gentle rhythm of a day passing.
Speaking of rhythm, I think we should talk a bit about how daily life changes depending on your mood. Because some days feel smooth, others feel like climbing a small emotional mountain.
Oh, yes. I call those emotional weather days.
That's a lovely phrase.
It's true, though. Some days you wake up with inner sunshine, everything feels doable. And other days, it's like emotional rain. Not dramatic, just a soft drizzle that slows everything down.
And that's totally normal. People sometimes expect themselves to be equally productive every day. But our emotional landscape changes.
Yes. For example, on emotional rain days, I try to take it easy, not push too hard, not judge myself, just be soft with myself.
That's wise. And take it easy is one of the most natural expressions ever.
Thank you. And on good weather days, I use the energy to do things I've been avoiding.
Like answering emails?
You are attacking me again.
With love.
Always with love. But you're right. Daily life shifts, and learning to flow with it is a skill.
So we've talked about mornings, afternoons, evenings, but I think there's also something in between those moments. The little transitions, when you move from one part of the day to another.
Yes, those tiny moments that people usually ignore, but they're so important. Like the moment you close your laptop after work, or the moment you step outside of your house and feel the air.
Exactly. Those transitions can tell you a lot about how you're doing. If you feel rushed, or calm, or excited, it shows what kind of day you're having.
For me, the transition from afternoon to evening is my favorite. It's like the world suddenly whispers, "Okay, slow down now."
Yes. You can almost hear the change in sound. Less noise, less movement.
And more warmth, especially if you're indoors, or if you look out the window and the light gets softer. I love that time.
It's also a perfect moment to check in with yourself. Not in a deep, dramatic way. Just, hey, how am I doing today?
Exactly. And if the answer is not great, that's totally fine too. I think daily life becomes much easier when you accept that not every day has to be productive.
Yes, absolutely. You don't have to be a superhero every day. Sometimes just getting through is enough.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you even have those surprising moments, like when a tiny thing makes your whole day better. A nice message, a good cup of tea, a stranger smiling at you. One small spark.
That's very true. Sometimes the thing that helps you the most is something completely ordinary.
It's one of my favorite expressions, actually. The little things. People underestimate them.
Oh, yes, the little things. That's such a warm human expression. Because in the end, a big part of life is little things.
A comfortable pair of socks.
A good smell in the kitchen.
A joke from a friend.
A quiet moment on the balcony.
All those tiny moments that don't make big headlines, but make life feel gentle.